Hi folks, this is the Pickleball Librarian.
And his trusty assistant, Walter.
And we just got back from the Engaged Pickleball Camp. It was a nice 2-day camp, 6 hours of instruction a day, plus pro exhibitions all over during lunch and even after the camp. We also had a nice barbecue. It took place in Lake Odessa at this wonderful site called the Pickleball.
The Pickleball, it's kind of called the Pickleball because around it there's some hills that kind of dip down into it. And the surface of it is, it looks like concrete. It feels like concrete, but it's softer. Yeah,
after playing on it for 2 days, my feet didn't hurt, my body didn't hurt. It was very good material. I kind of liked it. Very nice. Wish I had one of those nearby. So the camp, I gotta tell you, it was just amazing. I wore this little martial arts shirt about Bruce Lee just to kind of show you some similarities with this camp and maybe martial arts. To me, Robert Elliott, he's like the great grandmaster of pickleball. It was neat to see him out there. They had a lot of different sections during this camp. They taught a lot of different subjects. It seems like they had an hour for the subject. They had drills to help complement the subject, to help you understand it. And then, they also built in time for practice play, where you got to play with some pros and, see if they caught any mistakes with you. So, let me talk about some of the instructors and some of the subjects they covered. How to use the serve and return as a weapon. Who else can teach that but Robert Elliott? He must have the fastest serve out there. He's like Thor, and the paddle's like his hammer, and man, here comes the thunder, here comes the lightning. Look out. It's amazing. So, now another good section I liked is, let me see, when and how to lob, how to defend against the lobbers. And that was with Corinne Carr Scheidenstein. Glad you got that last name right. She was amazing, and she caught something that my practice partners at home didn't catch. And I apparently telegraphed my lob, and she caught that, so that gives me something to work on in the next couple months. Oh, her husband, Raphael, was also amazing. He taught a section for me on court positioning and how to use your positioning to your advantage. I really enjoyed him. He's very philosophical. And I guess when it comes to martial arts, I would say he's like the Mr. Miyagi. So, let's see. Oh, I can't forget Ben Johns. Wow, he was amazing.
Yeah.
He's like the Bruce Lee of pickleball, I would say. He's just totally B.A. His section was how to attack when at the net. Volleys, roll shots, and putaways. It was great watching him. It was amazing. Now, we also had Jack Monroe helping out. Jack Monroe, he's, how old is he?
He's 14. He's the youngest sponsored player.
Okay. And he was amazing. The reason why is, well, I figure he was learning how to teach, shadowing a lot of the instructors and just supporting. But he was more than that. He can explain some of the very difficult physical things to do, and he could just break it down mechanically, and it really helped me understand.
Me too.
So, another person that we got to give a shout out to is Jeff Hallett. He was in my group. By the way, we were all divided on a bunch of different courts. I would say, how many? About 4 different courts, 5 different courts at least?
Yeah.
I was on the advanced court with the 4.0s and above, and Walter was with the intermediate, the 3.5. And that let us work with the same, with similarly skilled individuals. Jeff Hallett, I was lucky enough to have him in my group. He kept us on tasks. When we were working on drills, he made sure we worked on them properly. He helped give a little additional explanation to say why we were doing it this way and how to do it and make it more effective. I really like Jeff. He also helped referee the exhibition matches, right? And, whenever someone had a complaint about a bad call, what did Jeff do?
Oh, he went down. He was like, you're wrong, and you're wrong.
He owned it.
He knew the right call.
Oh, he's like the martial arts guy in UFC, the referee who's tongue it, just hammering it right and keeping the fighters in line. I could see him like jumping in when 2 fighters are going at it after the bell ring, just pulling them off each other. That's Jeff Hallett for you. So that was amazing. And all those folks there, they really added to the experience of the camp. I had a great time. I just can't think of anything else to add up. Oh, So when I went to the hotel room and I just sat down and wrote, and at the end of the day, I just wrote everything we could remember. We put together 4 pages of notes. 4 pages. And this is like in small little typing. You can barely see this, right? There, got it there. And it's wild. So we got a lot of material to work on. I could see this keeping us occupied for months. And I got to tell you, I could see us returning to the Engaged Pickleball Camp months from now just to, just to go through it again, because there's just so much material in that camp. I mean, that camp is great. And I would say the Engaged Pickleball Camp is Pickleball Librarian approved.